Although yoga encourages overall health and wellness, and the techniques demonstrated within this program are designed for people of all skill levels, consult your physician before beginning any new exercise program.
Hi, welcome to Mind Body. I'm Susan Foxley, a certified life coach and a registered yoga instructor. I help people live healthier, happier lives. And here's the key. Fitness is not just physical. It's also emotional, mental, even spiritual for some people. It's about happiness and health, mind and body. Now let's get going. Today we have Heidi and Jeff joining us, and the title of the show is Bed, Back, Core, and More. So what I'm going to have you guys do is you can do this at home on your bed if you'd like, or in your living room, in the comfort of your own living room. But a lot of my clients are workaholics and they're exhausted, or this is really perfect for hairdressers or salespeople who are on their feet all day. This is so yummy to do at home at night. So we're just going to go ahead and lie down and start on our stomachs. And go ahead and fold your arms and just rest your cheek on your forearms and close your eyes. And go ahead and soften the space between the eyebrows. Soften your temples and your cheeks and your jaw. And just notice your inhales and notice your exhales. Soften your shoulders, your upper arms and forearms, your hands and fingers, and just notice the rise and fall of your belly, the expansion and contraction of your ribs, please. Relax your buttocks, your thighs, your knees, your shins, calves, feet and toes, and just check in with your body. Returning back to your inhales and returning back to your exhales. And I'd like you to go ahead and switch sides. If you're on the right or left side of your cheek, switch the other way, please. And this is a nice stretch for your neck. And go ahead and just relax your eyes. Relax your shoulders. Just notice the rise and fall of your belly, the expansion and contraction of your ribs. Notice how your thighs rest on the earth and the tops of the feet rest on the earth. Really nice. And then go ahead and come up onto your elbows. And I want you to make a shelf with your palms so you're resting your cheeks, your chin on your hands. So actually you're stretching your neck. This is really good for text neck. You're stretching the upper part of your back, please. Really nice. You're stretching your throat, and this is really good for people that look down at their phones all day. And now look up to the ceiling. Look up to 12 o'clock. Look to 3 o'clock. Look to 6 o'clock. Look to 9 o'clock. Look to 12 o'clock and close your eyes. Open your eyes to 12 o'clock. 9 o'clock, 6 o'clock, 3 o'clock, 12 o'clock, and close. Open up your eyes again and keep looking up at the ceiling. And if you notice when people are looking at the ceiling when they're talking to you, it means that they're more visual. If people are looking straight ahead, they're more auditory. And if they're looking down on the ground, they're more kinesthetic or feeling. So if you're feeling very emotional, sometimes it's good to go outside and just look at the sky. Look up. That'll help you not really get into that kind of low mood. It'll lift you up as you literally go outside and look up to the sky. That'll make you more of kind of a visual person rather than a feeling. It balances it out. What we're going to do now is go ahead and stretch the arms forward, crawl your arms forward, and lift your right arm and your left leg. Spread your fingers and spread your toes, and bring your right hand please away from your left foot and your left foot away from your right hand. Beautiful. And then from here, other side. Reach your left arm away from your right foot and your right foot away from your left hand, and see if you can get as much space as you can. This is really good for your shoulders and your hips. Come on down, and right hand, left leg. Really nice. Lift a little higher. Spread your fingers, spread your toes. Come on down, and other side. Left arm, right leg. Really nice. Sparkle your fingers and sparkle your toes. Beautiful. And now both arms and legs. They call the Superman pose, where you lift your arms and lift your legs. Sparkle your fingers and sparkle your toes. Really nice. And come down. And then from here, let's do 3 cobras, hands underneath your shoulders, and gently come into a cobra position and look up. And slowly come on down. This is so good for your posture. Look up, reach up, especially if you're looking over a computer all day, over a desk, or over your steering wheel. Come on down. Really nice. Come on up again. Really nice breath, you guys. Come on down. Beautiful. Come on up again. Really good for your posture. Come on down. Beautiful. Come on up again. Beautiful. Come on down. Clasp your hands behind your back. Interlace your fingertips. Lift your heart. Lift your legs. Beautiful. Sparkle your toes. You can even bring your knuckles away from your buttocks so you can open up your chest a little more. Really nice work. Gorgeous. And then again, release, and another upward cobra. And then from here, come on down and bring the this is a little unusual. Bring the palms of your hands underneath your thighs. And then from here, lift your heart and lift your legs. Sparkle the fingers, or sparkle the toes. Lift your shoulders a little higher. Lift your legs a little higher. Relax your head to one side. Relax. Lift up again. Lift everything up except your belly button. Lift everything up besides your belly button. Really nice. The core is also the back of the body. Rest your head the opposite way. Nice work, Heidi. Nice work, Jeff. Lift up again. Go up higher. 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 This is so good for your core. Really good for your erector spinae muscles. Beautiful. And come on down. And then from here, we're going to go into Sphinx pose. Sphinx pose, we come onto our elbows and we bring our forearms a little bit. My elbows are about 2 inches in front of my shoulders. And I'm going to go ahead and ground my forearms and lift my elbows up 2 inches away from the floor and push my hands towards my feet energetically, bringing my heart forward and my upper arms back. My heart is forward and my upper arms are back. And this is called Sphinx pose. You're really puffing your heart through your upper arms. So good for your posture. Really, really nice. And then slowly make a pillow with your forearms and rest and just relax for just a second. Beautiful work. And then now we're going to slowly and carefully roll onto our backs. So go ahead and lie down onto your back, please. And while you lie down onto your back, I'd like you to interlace your thumbs over your head, please, and bring your arms over your head. And then go ahead and, I want your big toes to be close to each other, and your feet are flexed. Push your heels away from your fingertips, please. Push your heels away from your fingertips. Actually, push your right heel away from your hands first. Relax, and then push your left heel away from your hands. And relax, and then push your right heel away, and relax, and then push your left heel away, and then relax, and then push both heels away. Fingertips away from your heels and your heels away from your fingertips, and then belly button into the spine. That's called lake pose. Bring your belly button into the spine so you make a little lake with your belly, and then hug your knees into your chest. And then go ahead and interlace the thumbs and stretch your legs out again. Arms over your head. Heels away from your fingers and your fingers away from your heels. Hug your knees in again. Beautiful. And then stretch out again. Really reach your heels away from your fingers and your fingers away from your heels. Really nice work. And then hug your knees into your chest. Bring your hands cupping behind your head, and we're going to do bicycle pose. Bring your right elbow, please, to your left knee. Right elbow to your left knee and straighten your right leg. And then switch. Beautiful. And then go ahead and switch. Beautiful. And switch. Really nice. And then switch. Loosening up those hips and switch. And continue to breathe and switch. And go ahead and switch. And go ahead and switch. And go ahead and switch. And switch. Kicking the heels away from the hips and switch. And switch. And switch. And switch. And switch. Hug your knees into your chest. Beautiful work. And then from here, what we're going to do is go ahead and straighten the left leg and hug the right knee. Hug your right knee, please. And then I'm going to go around and hand Heidi and Jeff a belt. If you don't have a belt at home, you can use, what else can you use at home? You can use just a regular belt or even a tie. A tie works really well. Or a towel, and then we're going to bring this foot right up towards the ceiling, and you want the heel right above your hip, and you want to flex and activate this foot, and you really want to push that heel up to the ceiling. This is so good for back pain and sciatic pain. Very good. If you have sciatic pain, this is the #1 pose for sciatic pain, and I really recommend all of my clients to do this in bed. Iron your straight leg on the floor into the earth and really push that heel up to the ceiling. And try to straighten both knees. Soften your face. Really nice. This is so good. And go ahead and pay attention to bringing your right hip to your left heel. Beautiful. Your right hip goes down toward your left heel. Beautiful. Stay there and breathe. Really nice, Jeff. Really nice, Heidi. This looks really nice. Straightening the knee. This is really good for knee pain. And then we're going to go ahead and bring that foot out. And you can grab that belt with one hand and then put this hand, the hand here to anchor that thigh and try to straighten that knee a little more. Beautiful, Heidi. That looks really nice. Really try to push that heel away from your hip and straighten that knee as much as you can. Gorgeous. Stay there and breathe. Jeff has had sciatic pain in the past, so this is a really good pose for Jeff for sciatic pain. And as Heidi's had knee problems, so this is really good for her knees. Long inhalations and long exhalations. Breathing deeply. Gorgeous. And then bring the foot back to center. And you can hold the belt with two hands and nose to knee. Come on up just to wake up your abdominals. And come on down. Come on up. Come on down. Come on up. Beautiful. And come on down. And release the belt in half happy baby. So grab the inside of the foot and you can just put this hand on the thigh. And yeah, nice. And just breathe into that hip. Long inhalations and happy baby is really good for sciatica. Beautiful. And then go ahead and straighten both legs. And then hug your opposite leg because we're going to put a belt around it. So go ahead and grab this belt. Nice, Jeff. And push that heel up to the ceiling. Nice, Heidi. And this is so wonderful to do in the morning when you wake up out of bed, or if you've had a super long day on your feet. I highly recommend you do this at home. Right before you go to bed, stretch that heel up and then push this leg down. Very nice, Heidi. And then bring that foot out to the side and try to straighten the knee a little more. That's, yeah, nice. Beautiful straightening of that knee. Beautiful work. Nice, Jeff. And then, Jeff, let's bring that foot out to the side. and try to straighten that knee as much as you can. Nice work, and breathe into that. Push the heel away from the hip. Really push the heel away from the hip and try to straighten that knee. And then bring the heel up to the ceiling, back up to the ceiling. And from here we'll go back to nose to knee. Come on up. And relax. Beautiful, Heidi. Nose to knee. Beautiful. Relax. And nose to knee. Gorgeous. Release the belt and half happy baby. And just grab that in the bottom of the foot. Beautiful. Really nice. And just relax and breathe into that. And the bottom of the foot in happy baby, if you can imagine if your foot had an eyeball and the eyeball was right on the bottom of the foot, you want the bottom of the foot to be facing the ceiling, actually. So I like to grab my big toe or I like to grab the inside of my foot and just push that knee down to open up the hip. Beautiful. And then let's go ahead and straighten both legs. Really nice work, Heidi and Jeff. Bring the arms over the crown. Stretch, stretch, stretch. Push the heel away from your hands and your hands away from your heels. Get as long as you can. Bring your hips to your heels and your hands away from your hips, like you're pulling taffy in two different directions, belly button into the spine. And then go ahead and hug your knees into the chest. Beautiful. And then from here, we're going to go ahead and bring the hands, bend your knees hip distance, please. And then from here, slide your hands underneath your tailbone so you get a little cushion. Bring your legs up towards the ceiling. We're going to do a little bit of core here. Bring your big toes together. And then from here, slowly come on down halfway and hold, 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 and belly button, knees bent towards the belly button. And then slowly reach your legs up again. And this is very good. Your legs up towards the ceiling is very good to work your parasympathetic nervous system. This actually quiets down the brain. You're just raising your legs up and then come down halfway. Hold legs straight. Sparkle those toes. Belly button into the spine. And bend your knees, please. Bring your legs back up, please. This is very good for your legs. If you've been on your feet all day, this is so delicious. And then come down halfway. And then we'll scissor the legs. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Bend your knees. And then we'll do the opposite. We'll skim the floor with our legs. So skim the floor with your legs. And then reach them up to the ceiling. Bend your knees. Skim the floor with your legs and come up. And then again, one last time, skim the floor with your legs and come up and keep your legs there. From here, you're going to go ahead and take your hands behind your head with your legs straight up. Try to take your right hand to your left big toe and touch it. And then release and take your left hand and try to touch your right big toe. And release. And then your right big toe to your right hand to your left toe. Release. And your left hand to your right toe. And release. And then hug your knees into your chest. And just close your eyes. And just check in with your breath. And then from here, we're going to go ahead and have cactus arms. So bring your arms out to the side. And with your knees stacked, just bring your knees to the right and look to the left. We're not crossing the knees. We're just stacking the knees. And just do a little bit of a twist here. And just go ahead and breathe long inhalations and long exhalations. We'll start to just slow down a little bit, reminding ourselves that we're not human goings, that we're human beings, and it's time to just slow down. And when we do these poses on the floor or in bed, this is time to really take care of ourselves. Bring the knees back up and switch the other way. This is self-care. Bringing the knees the other way and look the opposite way. Drop the knees down. Relax the knees onto the floor as you look over to the right shoulder. And just breathe. long inhalations, and long exhalations. This is you time. This is time to take care of you. Bring the knees back up, and let's bring the knees to the opposite side again. And drop the knees down and look the other way. And just remember, we're spiritual beings having a human experience. Really nice, long inhalations and long exhalations. Bring the knees up and switch the other way again, please. And just breathe. Long inhalations and long exhalations. Focusing on your breath. Very nice. Come back to center. Beautiful. And then bring your knees hip distance, please. And from here, interlace your thumbs over your head and lift your buttocks up. Bring your knees away from your fingers and your fingers away from your knees. Beautiful. Stretch your knees away from your fingers and your fingers away from your knees. And then slowly lower your arms down by your sides and lower your buttocks. And then again, lift your buttocks. Lift your buttocks. Bring your arms away. Bring your hands away from your knees and your knees away from your hands, trying to get as much space as you can. Bring the knees away from your face, please. And then lower your buttocks, lower your arms. And then again, lift again. Lift your arms, lift your buttocks. Find symmetry between your right and left feet. And then slowly lower down. Again, this is a little harder to do in bed because your mattress is soft, but it's fine. Reach up, reach up. I used to do this sequence with a client of mine that worked 12-hour days, and she just did not want to get on the floor and do a strenuous yoga routine. So we did just gentle poses in bed. And this you can do in bed. And lower your buttocks, lower your arms. And then one more, lift your arms, lift your buttocks. Really nice. Stretch your knees away from your hands and your hands away from your knees. And slowly lower down. And now we're going to thread the needle. So you're going to bring your right ankle on top of your left thigh and just stay there for a minute. Bring your right knee slightly away from your face. Flex your right heel. Flex the Achilles tendon to protect your right knee. And remember to take both hands to your left thigh. A lot of my clients grab the wrong thigh. So make sure you're grabbing the left thigh and not the right thigh. And really snuggle that knee in. This is very good for people who are in chairs all day. Stay there and breathe. Long inhalations and long exhalations. This is a really nice sequence to do at night, in the evening if you've had a long day. And this is really beautiful for anyone who has sciatica or any lower back pain. This is generally a really beautiful remedy. Actually, my father started to do yoga this year. He's 83 years old. He was in chronic pain, and he lives in Palm Springs in the wintertime, and his doctor said he needed yoga in order to deal with his chronic pain, and he started doing yoga, and he told me that he's pain-free at 83 years old from starting yoga in his 80s. He began yoga in his 80s, so it's never too late. And he said, Susan, for the first time I'm pain-free from doing yoga. So go ahead and unravel, please, your feet. And then from here, bring your feet hip distance apart. And I want you to bring your left ankle on top of your right thigh. And again, flex that Achilles tendon. Push that left knee away from you first. Now remember to take your hands and grab your right thigh. So the left hand goes through that, grab your right thigh, and go ahead and give yourself a big hug. This is so delicious. This is called threading the needle. And just go ahead. This is a nice time now to slow down. You did such great work working with your core. Beautiful work. Long inhalations and long exhalations. Breathing into your hips. And I like Louise Hay's affirmation for hips, which are hip, hip, hooray. So this is really nice for your hips, and I like saying that affirmation because I love joy. I love joy. I try to bring joy into my day every day. I try to do something fun every day. A lot of us go through life just as human goings, and sometimes it's nice to just slow down and be a human being and find joy. A lot of my clients, I have them write a list of things that bring them joy and put them on the refrigerator and do them. Just simple things. A lot of the things that bring me joy are free. Unravel and hug your knees into your chest, please. Give yourself a big hug. Really nice. The things that bring me joy are walking in the mountains. I like walking at the beach. I like looking at things not made with human hands. I like clouds. I like birds. I like flowers. I like trees. I like grass. I like nature. And it's free. Really nice work. Gorgeous, you guys. And then from here, we're going to go ahead and do like a very deep twist. So bring your feet hip distance apart. Bring your right leg over your left leg, please. Really tight, like you're at a dinner party. So bring your right leg over and then bring your knees towards your face first. Hug both knees to your face and then drop both knees out to the side, to the left, and look to the right. Beautiful. Now stay there. This is such a deep twist, you guys. And one of my clients, she does this every morning. And when she does this every morning in bed, it completely releases any tension in her lower back. So this pose can completely alleviate any lower back pain. So I love this pose. It's so easy and it feels so yummy on your lower back. Really nice, Jeff. Really nice, Heidi. What I find very challenging, though, is to get my opposite shoulder onto the earth. It's a really nice shoulder stretch as well. Nice. And then go ahead and unravel and bring your opposite leg over. And when you do so, bring your knees to your face first. Really snuggle in. Bring the knees the opposite way, please, and look over your left shoulder. So bring your knees towards me, Jeff, and look over your left shoulder. Nice. Beautiful. And we can even bring the knees up a little higher to get a deep twist. Yeah, nice. And just breathe. Beautiful, Jeff. Really nice, Heidi. And just breathe into those hips. Breathe into that lower back. Gorgeous. And just breathe. Long inhalations and long exhalations. Twists cleanse out the liver, the kidneys, and the spleen. So twists are very good for us and it keeps the spine nice and supple. Okay, so let's go ahead and unravel. Hug the knees into the chest. Beautiful work. Really nice. And then go ahead and straighten out the heels. Interlace your thumbs over your head. Stretch your fingertips away from your heels and your heels towards your fingertips and stretch. Get really long. Heels away from your fingers and fingers away from your heels. Get space between each individual vertebrae. Gorgeous. Now go ahead and bring your palms open towards the sky. Rest into Shavasana. Let go. Close your eyes, please. Surrender. Find balance. Surrender and let go. Relax the eyes towards your heart, please. Beautiful. Close your eyes and notice whether you're breathing more through the right nostril or the left nostril. We alternate. So just bring your awareness to your nostrils. And then notice the rise and fall of your belly. The expansion and contraction of your ribs. Relax your legs, your feet and toes. You guys did great today. This is just a delicious, gentle sequence for your core, floor, and more. It's wonderful. And for your back, it's so delicious. So I hope you guys try this at home. It's really, really yummy. And once you learn it, maybe you can just do it on your own at least a couple times a week, even before you get out of bed in the morning. Go ahead and just relax and let go. And I just want to thank you so much for joining me. And remember, fitness is not just physical. It's mind and body. I'm Susan Foxley, and you can read my blogs and learn about my workshops and books and life coaching at susanfoxley.com, or connect with me on Facebook, Instagram, or YouTube. And I see you next time, you guys. And one more thing, always, always, always go where the love is. Namaste.